guys, welcome back to my vlog. Welcome back to my channel. I am actually on the way to the airport. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's just Wednesday the 18th of March. Oh yeah, today is the day that the travel ban and like restrictions were like, what's the word I'm looking for? Put in place? Implemented in South Africa. Well, it's kind of weird because, you know, it's probably the 19th in SA now. Okay, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, long story short, I'm on my way to the airport and I'm going to be flying back from Washington to South Africa, and my flight is at 17:40, so that's 5:45 Washington time. In SA it's about probably like midnight-ish right now. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how all of this is going to unfold and how everything's going to go, and I'm sure you guys are too, which is probably the reason why you're watching this video. So continue watching if you're interested. And I'm a little nervous, but just generally I feel like really healthy and I feel really good, and I don't have any like coronavirus symptoms at the moment. So yeah, I'm just gonna hope for the best, and you guys just sort of, well, probably by the time you're seeing this I'll probably be home, but just like sort of pray for me. I noticed there are a few sort of concerns on like social media about like, you know, am I gonna like self-quarantine, and you know, when am I coming back, and why am I like putting everyone at risk? I had no idea. Like, things escalated very quickly with this whole thing, I think, for everyone. So by the time I actually decided on traveling, like, I mean, it was going on already, but it wasn't as hectic and as intense as it is now. So I honestly could have never known, and I won't be going to any events. I won't be seeing anyone. I'm gonna self-quarantine at home. I'm gonna stay at home, which is probably what I do like all the time anyway, so something really different for me. I have been seeing a lot of people are like stressed about it and, you know, trying to cope being at home. It is going to be a little challenging, especially because I'm a freelancer and I actually don't even know how we're going to make it through that, but yeah, by the grace of God we will. So yeah, anyway, I'm rambling, but I am gonna take the necessary precautions, and I'm gonna try and keep myself safe, my family safe, everyone just generally safe. So yeah, I will be wearing my mask, and yeah, I'm just gonna be showing you guys what's actually going on at the airport. So if you are interested, continue watching, and bye. Okay. So I'm at the airport, and there's a bit of a problem with my ticket because we changed the booking, so it has to be reissued. I don't know what all of this means, but I really hope it means I can go home because I'm stressed out. Okay, I'm pretty stressed out, but apparently it's normal. If a booking was changed, they just sort of have to reissue the ticket. I don't really know what it means, but hopefully I'm gonna get a new ticket, and then I'm gonna be able to check it, because I did have like difficulties checking it online and stuff. So yeah, update you guys. Hours. God damn. That's a long ass time. See my king. So good. It's quite empty though. So I think I'm gonna move to there and sleep literally the whole way. I'm gonna get some alcohol first and then drink. But yeah. Anyway, vibes. Where people get the forms.
Aí.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've given the sauce on the plate. You have another pen.
Sorry, what was my temperature?
It's 36.3. It's fine. You don't have a fever at the moment.
What should I do now?
No, it's fine. You hand him the paint
I can go.
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. I just spoke to the doctor. He says it's fine. You should just self-isolate
Okay, for how long?
for 14 days.
Okay. So you're not going to test us?
No.
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 Okay. Cool.
You don't do testing here. If you feel like your condition, is progressing, you're not getting better, you're having shortness of breath, you're having a fever.
Your body being sore sometimes.
Muscle pain.
Muscle pain.
Not
Not
muscle pain,
really.
like sensitive.
Yes, but it can be one of the symptoms but it's not one of the common symptoms. But if you do feel like you're fluish and flu symptoms, cough, fever, shortness of breath, go to the nearest health facility to get checked.
So you go there.
Oh, sorry.
No
babe.
worries.
No,
I got excited. Yeah, it's very
we don't
hard.
they don't come to us.
Questions.
You go there.
Let's check it in. Just
No problem.
hot.
Thank you.
so much.
Alright.
I'm just waiting for the stand.
Oh,
Okay, can you please?
Then he can use it. Be done. Thank you so
Are
much.
you done? Okay. Oh no, you're done. We're done. After you fill it in, you can go. So yes,
after you fill it in, you're done.
you're done. Yes.
What was the point of filling it in?
Track
No,
of people
just
in
to-
case they get sick.
Just to see if you
Tabs
have,
on you. If they need to come and quarantine you, they'll know
if
where
you
to
tick
find you.
yes on any of the symptoms, we follow up.
That is so wild. This guy literally had said, I have had fever for the past 14 days. I had a cough. His temperature was, he still had a fever. And they were just like, okay. People were like, are you gonna like test us for the virus. And they're like, no, not ready. Just go home and self-quarantine. Wild. But yeah, okay. I guess that's that. I will explain the whole thing in a lot more detail when I get home, because it is a little bit hard to just like vlog in public like that. But yeah, I guess that's that. You don't even really like. Okay, cool. Long story short, sort of just followed everyone. As you saw, we were all just following everyone, and no one really knew what was going on. No one was announcing what was happening, but I saw that people were carrying the forms, and because I was already familiar with the form, like my boyfriend had sent one to me just to sort of familiarize me. Just to sort of prepare me for what was going to happen when I got back to SA. So he sent me the form and I saw it, so I knew exactly what it was. But everyone was just carrying one. No one was really like making an announcement of like what's going on. So I had to ask one guy. I was like, hey, you know, what's going on? And he's just like, oh no, do you have a form? Go get a form there. And then, okay. So I went there and I was like, okay, can I have a form, please? Got a form. And no one was really saying anything about what to do with the form and where to drop it off and things like that. So anyway, I ended up going into the clinic because I wanted to make sure that, you know, I did everything correctly. I got in there, I filled in the form. And as I'm filling in the form, I'm overhearing a conversation that's happening in the background. I don't know if you guys picked it up, but I did put it in the video. This one guy had traveled from the UK, and he said, I have been experiencing a cough for the past 14 days. I've had a fever for the past 14 days. His fiance said, I have had like muscle ache or pain for the, you know, and she asked like, is this one of the symptoms? And the lady was just like, oh yeah, not really, you know, like kind of and whatever. So the guy's just like, okay, so are you going to test me, because I am saying I have been experiencing this and I may think I have the virus, you know? And they're just like, yeah, well, if you're not really experiencing symptoms, then anyway. So the lady's just like, I know, if you're not really experiencing any symptoms, then the guy's like, I am experiencing symptoms. I think I have the coronavirus. So eventually she calls the doctor and she's like, yeah, I'm with the patient here. He says, you know, he explains what this guy's been saying. And the doctor is just like, he must just self-isolate. And if his symptoms like persist, then he can go to the doctor to get tested. So that was like the first thing where I realized that, oh yes, and they tested him for his temperature, and it was like he indeed still had a fever. They're just like, oh yeah, no, just get tested when you like get home if you feel any worse. Anyway, so I was really shocked about that. I genuinely expected more. And then I also expected like that they were going to test my temperature, because I saw like it was a pretty relatively easy like procedure, like do fever, no fever, you know. But I guess it didn't really matter. So okay, cool. So once you'd filled in the form, the lady was just like, no, you can drop it off here. Another lady was collecting them outside. So it was just messed up. Like everything was just messed up. That's it. Yeah, so yeah, I will be staying home for the next 14 days. I will be vlogging each day. So I will be vlogging like how I feel on day one and what I'm doing on day one. And yeah, just to sort of keep myself sane and just to sort of give you guys an update and give you guys content. If you're bored and you want to watch, then you can do that. But it's more mainly just to keep myself sane and to sort of document how I'm feeling each day and so on. So yeah, bye.